Today, real quick, I just wanted to talk about, sorry, my computer's being weird here. Right now in Salt Lake City, Utah, it's a super hot seller's market, meaning there's so many buyers out there looking for homes and there's so few homes available. And let's see, sorry, just trying to get this situated. Let's try that. All right, so there's so few homes available on the market, and that makes it very competitive for buyers. It's more difficult. You know, it might take a little bit longer to find your home. You know, you may have to make a handful of offers before you actually get one accepted. So, you know, it can be a little frustrating. And so today I wanted to talk about the very first step in the home buying process. And this is very important, and I wanted to talk about the difference between a pre-qualification for a mortgage and a pre-approval for a mortgage. There is a very big difference, especially in a highly competitive market where you're competing with so many other buyers. You really want to do everything you can to stand out from other buyers and make your offer more attractive to sellers. So first off, the very first step in buying a home is you're going to want to find a real estate agent who's kind of like the general contractor for the whole process. They're going to coordinate everything and put everything together. And of course, they're going to help you actually find the home and make the offer and everything. So you're going to want to find a great real estate agent. And then you're also, at the same time, you need to find a great mortgage person. Unless you're paying cash, then none of this applies. But when if you're going to go shopping, you need to know how much money you have to spend, right? So it's exactly the same with buying a home. A lot of people start looking for homes first, and that's okay, you know, looking online a little bit just to kind of familiarize yourself with what's out there in certain price ranges. But ultimately, before you really start looking, you need to find out how much you can afford and how much you qualify for. Because if you're looking at homes for $300,000 but you only qualify for $220,000, you're wasting your time and you might be setting yourself up for some serious disappointment. That's never good. That sucks. So what you want to do when you find that lender, you know, ask your real estate agent for their recommendation. As a realtor here in Salt Lake City, I work with some great mortgage people who I trust, who I know are efficient. Their rates can't be beat by anyone else, and they're efficient and get things done quickly. There's a lot of lenders that are taking up to 40 days or so to get a mortgage ready, and I just don't think that's acceptable. There's plenty of mortgage people that can get your mortgage done in 3 to 4 weeks tops. So ask your realtor for their recommendations on the best mortgage people. Meet with those mortgage people, and you're going to want to get pre-approved. All right. A lot of realtors and mortgage people just do the pre-qualification, and I'll explain the difference. A pre-qualification is quick, and the lender doesn't really dive into your financials. They don't really dig into your credit and you know, look. They don't really dig in the way they will once you have a house under contract. So they'll just do a quick, a brief, you know, 30,000 foot view of your financial situation and say, okay, based on these few quick things, we think you qualify for $300,000. And that's cool because you're going to want to send a pre-qualification, you're going to want to send a pre-qual letter or a pre-approval letter with any offer you make, so that the sellers and their agent know that you can actually afford that home and that you're ready to go. But pre-qualifications, in my opinion, they suck. They're not worth much. You need to ask your lender for a pre-approval and make sure your realtor knows the difference too. A pre-approval means that the lender will dive into your financials. They'll have you actually apply and send in your taxes, your pay stubs. You know, they'll dig into your credit. They'll really make sure that there's nothing unseen that can pop up later on that might derail the transaction later on. So a pre-approval, first off, it speeds up the process once you actually find a home. But if you're sending in an offer with a pre-approval letter and you're competing against 2 other buyers at the exact same purchase price who only have pre-qualification letters, the sellers and their agent know that you're further down the road, you're actually pre-approved for the mortgage. You're not going to have any surprises pop up. With pre-quals, there could be surprises. So, you know, if your lender doesn't really dig in and do a full pre-approval, you may find your dream home and get it under contract. And then as the lender starts digging into your financials to actually approve you for that mortgage, maybe they find a credit issue that they didn't see with the quick pre-qualification, or maybe, you know, maybe there's some income issue, or your debt's too high or something that they didn't see first. And if you already have a house under contract, I mean, that's crushing. That, first off, it's a waste of time for you, your agent, the seller, for their agent, for everyone. And it's stressful, and it's kind of depressing. If you have your heart set on a house and all of a sudden, you think you've got it under contract and that you're good to go, and then all of a sudden the lender's like, ooh, no, sorry, we didn't catch this during the pre-qualification. That sucks for you, for everybody. So get the pre-approval. It takes a little bit longer. The lender's going to ask for more documentation from you, like pay stubs and taxes and everything like that. But it's so worth it, because then you're pre-approved, and all you need to do then is find the house, and the process between finding your house and getting it under contract and actually closing can be much faster, and you're not going to have those surprises pop up. You can be confident with a pre-approval that you are literally pre-approved for that mortgage. And the seller is going to see that as a benefit, and that can help you stand out over other buyers who have not been pre-approved. They've only been pre-qualified. So if you have any other questions about pre-qualification, or getting pre-approved, or if you need some recommendations for realtors in your area, lenders, shoot me a message, comment below on here on this Facebook Live thing, and I'll help you out. But hopefully that gives you an idea. If you're thinking about buying a house this spring or summer, definitely start with finding a realtor and finding a lender, and then getting pre-approved. It's a very big deal to be pre-approved. It takes maybe a few more days, but it's so worth it in the end, and it can help you be more competitive with your offer and win out over other buyers in this extremely competitive buying market. So hopefully that helps you guys. Again, comment below or ask any questions that you might have. Shoot me a message or whatever. But hopefully that helps some of you guys. Have an awesome Friday. Friday the 13th. That's kind of weird. I didn't even realize it till I saw it on my computer. So happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Take care.